Hello, it is World Wide Web Wednesday, November 13th, 2019. Steve Sipress here with hopefully a simple tip today on World Wide Web Wednesday. There's an online tool that's a lot of fun and it's a lot of great for a small business owner, but that first adjective I just used about how it's a lot of fun is actually a caution I have. And I realized just before I went to press play, I actually have two big mistakes you can make with this tool. So you go to canva.com, C-A-N-V-A. It's like the word canvas without the S at the end. And that's kind of what it is, like a canvas to paint, to create. And it's got all, it's there, by the time you're watching this, I don't know when it is, but they're always adding to it. They've got all kind of templates for all kinds of different purposes, online and offline. So I know it's World Wide Web Wednesday, but the site is online. That's right, so that's why I'm talking about it today. But not only can you create online graphics and materials, but also offline materials. So it's free, by the way. They have a premium, pro, advanced, whatever they call it, version that I'm sure gets you a lot more stuff. But you can go on there and it's automatically got the right size for, you know, a banner for your Facebook business page, or the right size for an Instagram ad, or a Facebook ad, or a tweet, or but offline, it's got all kinds of stuff to make up posters, and and online infographics. You know, those are really cool. People engage with those on Pinterest or Facebook or other sites. People like them. You put them on your website. But offline stuff, I mean, posters, flyers, newsletters, you know, different kinds of posters. I know they have like specifically event flyers, holiday flyers, sale flyers, all kinds of different themes and different templates. So here's the two cautions. Number one, even though it's fun and simple and easy, whatever, you know, you don't want to make the mistake of using it yourself. It is certainly not worth the time for you to use it yourself. I made this mistake myself, and I still tend to make it when I see software that is sold with the user-friendly and it's so easy to use and it looks like fun and whatever. I make the two mistakes. Number one, I use it myself, which is a waste of time. So usually I use it for a little bit until I realize what the heck am I doing, and then I just get someone to do it. Either you have an assistant who's got some time available, or you go on any one of the outsourcing sites and you find someone to use it, and you just give them an idea of basically what you want, which is the second part. Not only do you save time when you get someone else to use it, but you get someone who is likely to have a lot more skill than you in creating banners, newsletters, doing the right layout and whatever. I'm no expert in that stuff. So if I go to make a poster, it's simple as well. Yeah, but, or a logo, you can make up a logo on there. Like, I'm not sure exactly what I want it to look like. I'd much rather get it to a creative person who's created 1,000 logos and loves doing it and have been doodling and creating stuff in their sleep since they were 3 years old and doodling in class, and that's all they ever think about and do. Give it to them and pay them a few bucks and let them use the thing. But that goes along with the second and the main mistake I wanted to talk about today is their templates. Their templates are, for the most part, awful. So now that sounds contradictory. Why am I recommending a resource and then saying it's awful? Because I'm not saying it's awful. So what I'm saying is, if you've ever had someone create or done it yourself, like I did a couple of times when I was new on social media and I created my own Facebook banner or whatever they call it, the main photo on the Facebook page, whatever. I was like, I had to look up what's the size. Oh, it's 1,742 pixels by 387 pixels, and then I have to open up a graphics program and then put in the size and then move this over and put. They have a template right there. So you just say, hey, I want to do I'm starting a new Facebook business page, and boom, there it is. The right size automatically pops up, and then they have a template. But here's the thing. You don't want to use the template as is for almost all their stuff, because just like 99% of business owners, the people who create these templates also have no understanding of what actually works to get response. So, for instance, I host a lot of events. I've hosted over 1,000 events for small business owners, and I've spoken at probably 1,000 more, and I've attended dozens or hundreds more, and I can tell you that their event posters are horrible. Hey, Sid is here. Great seeing you. Thanks for the likes. And whoever else. So another name flew by and I missed it, but thank you for the likes. And these event posters, I mean, they make the cardinal sin that if you watch my videos or read my stuff, or certainly if you're one of my clients, you know it's a cardinal sin, and I talk about it a lot. The biggest words, the biggest type on the poster itself is the name of the event. Or on a flyer, it's the name and the logo of the company. Like, that's just ridiculous. What a complete waste. So much more effective than, of course, having the name of your event be really big. Why don't you tell people the number one biggest benefit they're going to get from attending? And if somebody sees that flyer or Facebook ad or whatever it is, and that big, bold benefit that you're promising they can get from attending or clicking the ad or going to your web or whatever it is, that intrigues them, believe me, I guarantee you, they will then search, if they have to take out a magnifying glass, to find out whatever the heck the name of the event is. Okay, that's not, I know that's all you care about, and I know that's what you see in these templates. And therefore, that's what you'll see in 99% of event posters. Or on Eventbrite, or any of these pages that give templates. I mean, it's the same thing if you go into a print shop, or even a Staples or an Office Max or whatever, and you go over the printing and say, I need some business cards made up. Oh, great, here's a book full of 500 different templates for business cards. Tell me which one. And, they're like, ooh, what are the differences? Well, the name and the address and the phone number and the website is on the left. No, over here they're on the right. No, they're centered. No, the logo is on the top left. No, it's on the bottom. But none of those are effective business cards. Okay, I have a training on effective business cards. I haven't promoted in a while, so I don't even know the name or the link to it. But you can hit me up. You can go to helpfromsteve.com, by the way, if you want help with any of this stuff. And we'll get on the phone and I'll help you out, and I will find that training for you. But I've done trainings and taught hundreds and hundreds, probably over 1,000 business owners how to make effective business cards. Ones that you could just drop on the floor. If your target market, your target your ideal prospects happen to be hanging around there, you could just drop some business cards on the floor and walk out, and you would still get calls the next day or that day, right? And 99.9% of business cards, that would never happen, because all it says is the name of the company, a logo, name, address, phone number, nothing on the back, no reason to call, no explanation of what you do, no irresistible offer, no crappy offer, no nothing. People are just going to ooh, hoo, ha, whatever. The business card, you need to do all the work with 99.9% of business cards, right? Unless you say, here's what I do, here's why you should call me, here's why I'm the solution to all your problems, blah, 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 blah. And they say, can you give me a card? Here you go. And even then, they usually would have to, I know I do, have to write a little note on the back of the card to try and remember who this person is or why I would call them. I mean, the card itself does nothing. You could just have a blank piece of paper instead. You could just take out your phone and go, let me just give you my number. Like, what do you need a card for if it's not going to be effective and do anything? So it's the same with Canva.com. Tons of templates, but use them as a guide, but be careful. Get an expert or learn how to become an expert in persuasion, influence, advertising, marketing, manipulation, sales, communication, whatever you want to call it, how to effectively get people to take action. I've looked over a lot of the templates on Canva.com, and I can say I didn't find any of them that would do that. So while the templates are the right size, and it's easy to use, and it's certainly much quicker than figuring all this out from scratch for all the various things nowadays, especially with you add in online stuff, you got to come up with different sizes for a post on Pinterest or Instagram or Facebook ad or a tweet, or they're all different sizes, whatever. So Canva makes that quick, and for someone that knows a little bit about how to make things look good, although Canva does that itself, but then you can move around the elements of the template to make your, like I just said, for an event poster, for instance, use the words they use just for the name of the event, which is useless, to instead use that with the same color, same size, same typeface, same everything, but just put the headline, the big, bold benefit of what they're going to get, and just put that in there instead. So you got to know how to use them effectively. So get someone who knows marketing instead of just knowing graphic design. But Canva is a good time saver for your assistant. You want to, of course, save your time and make things easier for your assistant, because then you can pay them less money. Or if you pay them anyway, you usually do, you pay them for X number of hours a week or X number of days or whatever, they can do more stuff because they have more time. They can even, take a break and go through Facebooking their friends or whatever, and then they're more relaxed and they can get more done. For whatever reason, you want them doing stuff easier and quicker and more consistently that way than if they just have to make everything up from scratch. It'll also save you money in a hire, because if you say, I got templates for everything, then you can hire a less qualified person to make up all your marketing materials than you have to do if you have to hire someone to make them up somehow from scratch. And by the way, give you a little hint, if you hire someone to make all your marketing materials up from scratch, your posters, your infographics, your Facebook ads, your brochures, your newsletter, your whatever, they're going to go to canva.com, where it's free, and they're going to get the templates and do it anyway, and just tell you that they did it all from scratch and charge you big money. So that's the tip of the day on World Wide Web Wednesday. Hey, Gary is here. Good seeing you too, and everybody else that's watching live. And on the replay, that'll do it for World Wide Web Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow with a fun story and a business tip I usually throw in there on Throwback Thursday. Have a great night, everyone. Catch you tomorrow. Over and out. Bye-bye.